Test.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Everywhere.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
1, 2,
Test.
3, 2, 1.
I am talking into both at
3,
once.
2, 1.
They should match.
3, 2,
Make a
1.
match.
I will say,
In 1 year, out the other. In 1
year.
year, out the
Dude,
other.
what is your guys' favorite slur?
Talking to your own microphone. Just make sure.
Hello.
Like for your own voice.
Hello.
Hello. Cool.
All right, we're good to go, boys.
We rolling?
Yeah, we'll give it the clap.
Do the clap.
There it is. There it is. We are here in Hollywood Casino, Miami.
Potential spam podcast. Was this 4?
Episode 4.
Is it?
Four.
Dude,
Sorry
No,
for
we
the
have
skipped last week. We had 3 of us at a bachelor party, so
Yeah.
just wasn't really possible. Came back really late Sunday, and as you imagine,
Dude, I probably
quite
shouldn't have
hungover.
drove on Sunday. Like,
Oh
that
my
was
God,
Really,
dude, it was
I wasn't like hung up.
Did you drive the whole time too?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. It was a rough one.
Not by. I offered to drive.
I know, but I was just going. I was like,
I got offered too, but I was like, it's just
My head
was
was just
awful.
super foggy, and I was like, dude.
What time we leave?
Remember how
9:30?
many? Remember I like got off on 2 wrong exits, and I
Yeah,
was
you
just
did.
like fucking.
He
I was
just for some reason the GPS part of his brain just stopped working for like 15 minutes.
sometimes.
just
Sometimes
95?
I just get zoned out.
No, it took us like I was following Waze, and then I like.
And then he started like an old man was like, I think Waze is fucking with me right now, man. I'm like, it's
No,
you.
dude, it was John. It was doing it to me too on the way.
Thank God, it's not.
It
Just
kept
Yeah.
doing weird stuff.
It must have been the app. That was
What
the
was
issue, yeah.
what was the
But Wise in college just said trust Waze, and so I followed it, even though
Yeah.
it had some questions.
what was the car situation? Like who rode with who?
I
Who's
had
the
college and
transporter?
Wise with me, and
And then me and
then
John went
And
together.
then it was me and Mike.
just you
yeah.
two. That's
So how many people went total?
There was 14 there.
Yeah, it was
and then
14.
Tom Franz met up with us one night,
Yeah,
so
that
we
was
went out
cool.
as like a group of 15 at one
Yeah,
point.
that was 6
Yeah.
seeing him.
We
Damn.
were squad deep everywhere.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds
It
like
was,
you
it
guys
was a
had
great time.
Dude, I
Yeah.
don't know what to tell
That's
you.
great.
It's not my idea to invite you or not. I don't know what to say.
I'm just gonna bring that up at all
That's
times
fine.
in college.
You're like my brother, dude. He's like, why didn't I get invited to the wedding? I was like, just to be clear, dude. Just so you know, this is not my
Well,
wedding.
that's different.
You want me to
No
take you as
say.
my +1? Like I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I don't understand. I
Yeah.
don't get it. I
Well,
was
that's
like, what do
different. Just nobody likes Kevin. That's why that's
Yeah.
the case.
Weddings are overrated, anyways.
Weddings are sick when you're literally just a guest. Like when you're in the, you get too much. You gotta do the whole. No offense. I know it's your
Sick
best.
brag,
I know I
sick
was your
brag.
best. I know it was your best man.
No,
I'm
it's
just
like
saying.
it's a cool thing, but like you said, I think truly the best way to experience a wedding is not to be in the party,
Yeah.
but to be close enough with everyone that's getting married or in the party that you still have like
Yeah.
that type of level of time.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
by the
But
way,
you don't have the responsibilities of being in the party.
Did you?
and,
That
like,
reminds
all
me.
that.
Did you book a hotel for Jack and Jackie's yet?
No, I've not.
He told me about it today because I guess there's 2 different hotels. I got to do that because
It's only like what, like hour 20.
He said the
away?
Best Western there only has like 4 or 5 rooms left, but they're like double queens. And he's like, you guys might have to go to the one like 10 minutes away.
Dude, the way back,
Are there- is the bus hitting both?
John's driving,
That I
and he's
don't
just
know.
like, this sucks, man. And I'm like, yeah, dude, this is like the worst. This is the worst drive ever. He's like, he starts getting like fed up with me, and he's like, you're not even fucking driving. He's like, you were sleeping. He's like, you were sleeping for 30
Wait,
minutes.
this is the way down there?
On the way back.
I was
Oh,
pretty chill.
we were
you
just
were
stuck
hungover?
in like a state of like nothingness.
Were you
Because we're
hungover?
like,
Hungover?
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Northern Virginia.
Actually, I got a pretty good night's sleep last night, dude. We went on that boat trip.
Oh, I didn't.
And,
Oh yeah, you slept for like 16 hours.
Yeah, we went on that boat trip where it's basically like, I think it was BYOB, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bring your own
yeah.
beer on the boat.
Yeah, and then
was
obviously
cool.
I got trashed. I'm on the boat, dude, going up to the captain. He kind of looked like a cast member
It
of
looked
like Duck
he looked
Dynasty.
like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
He talked like what's the
not
dude's
really. I
name
don't
in
know why I said that.
Waterboy?
Doesn't look
Yeah,
like
the guy who makes me.
Yeah. You gotta.
We're like, where's a good place to eat? He's like, you go over there across the wharf. You
Yeah,
got
bio
yeah.
guy.
That's actually pretty good. That's,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
how he sounds.
He was a little more
like
legible. He wasn't like
Bobby
Bayou
Boucher.
style, but he was.
and he would
rough.
just like yell out
like-
things to us, but
Yeah, was that his name? Farmer what?
Farmer
Friend.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you,
that's
M.
right. Yeah.
So
We got
what
M
kind
behind
of
the
boat
camera
was
looking
this,
stuff
though?
up
Was
for
it
us
like a
today.
pontoon?
It was like it looked like a long pontoon.
It's basically a pontoon with a big cover
Dude,
the whole time.
we're supposed to paddle, and it just didn't work the whole
well,
fucking
it's
time.
like it's one they call it a
Yeah, it's
paddle
not
pub.
Oh,
where
you bike
where
it?
you've got the bike thing. But
Ah.
let's be
motor
honest,
on
it's
it.
got a motor.
Yeah, why
on
would
it.
you bike?
Yeah,
And
that's what
it's-
I'm saying. None of
What,
us
you
did.
CrossFit
But we
people?
tried to, and then he was like, "Oh, the thing's fucked up," and I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "What's
Fucking
going
right,
on,
dude?
Yeah.
It was
He
also
just doesn't want to
14
pay for a gallon of gas to
Right.
get you guys back.
It was also
No,
14
he
guys.
told us to stop pedaling because I mean, let's be honest.
You going
even,
too fast?
Even if you're on a bike, it was fucked up, like you said.
Yeah,
But even if you're biking, you are moving this stupid 4-foot in diameter paddle through the water.
Yeah.
There's no way you're getting anywhere.
It's a
Even
cool
with,
concept.
Even with
Wasn't
14
creating
people biking.
any energy
No.
at all.
But anyway, I go up to the guy and I'm like, pretty sauce at this point. I'm like,
You were haze hammered. He
Yeah.
wanted to use his CB radio, and the guy's like, "No, you can't."
Yeah, well, he just ruined the whole story. But yeah, I went up to him and I was like, I keep seeing him talking like the microphone, and I'm like,
He called him a microphone.
yeah, I was like, hey man, let me talk to the microphone.
Microphone.
And he goes, it's not a microphone. And I was like, well, what is it? He's like, it's an intercom. And I was like, it's basically the same thing. And he just like, he had sunglasses on and like a ponytail, and he just like stares and just like turns and stares at me, and I'm just like, all right, I'll just sit back down. And
Dude,
he didn't even respond.
So he sauced up.
Oh yeah, dude. And
Well,
also
dude.
I ended up finding out like that's the Coast Guard that he's calling. Like it's not like his mom or like a friend. Like he's
No,
like,
yeah.
no, it's
or like somebody down the river. I'm saying.
If someone
Yeah.
gets on that, it's bad.
it's
probably
like somebody just fell overboard, or like
It's not for
someone got hurt.
casual conversation.
Well, dude, the
Yeah.
first things I forgot to ask them. The first
a
thing was like,
I'm gonna get ripped. For
I think
saying
Bruce
that
was
out
like,
loud.
"Dude, can we get in the water?" And he's like, "That's 15 grand, buddy." And Bruce is like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Dude, what do you think he was gonna say?"
Oh, he got all
Like,
mad.
what? Yeah.
Oh,
He got
no.
all-
no, he
wasn't,
said
like,
he's
mad,
it's
mad,
a
but-
it's a fine to swim like
Yeah.
where he like because it's a chartered like basically tour
Yeah.
boat, so they're not allowed to have tourists jump.
But there
off.
was like,
Really?
yeah, there was like boats ripping past us and stuff, like people's actual boats. And at one point, Sadler's like sitting up at the front,
Oh yeah.
and
bro,
we're like
listen
the
to this.
way. Obviously, when you drive a boat, the wake behind
You're
the
going
boats,
through other people's
it was like
wakes.
kind of choppy and had to go over. And Mike got fucking splashed so bad, his shorts were so.
And I wasn't even sitting somewhere I wasn't supposed to be.
He
I was
was
just sitting in the
chilling,
corner,
dude.
and we just like went low. And when we came up, it was like someone dumped a whole bucket of water in my head.
Do you remember Michael
I had like a
Sean's?
button down on
So
and
you're
like nice shorts.
I was gonna
like,
say, so you're not even in a bathing suit.
no,
No,
I had to
no.
like take my shirt off and like lean it over the side, and the guy's like, "You're probably gonna lose that," and I'm just like, "Dude, this guy fucking hates me." I just
Dude,
wanted
a
to
lot of
talk on the
rules. A
radio.
lot of rules.
Remember
dude.
fucking
Yeah.
Michael? He fucking flew back and like
donked
dude,
his head, dude.
That was
Dude,
wild.
College's brother, middle talking to us, and
We hit
there's
a
like
bad
this
one.
tin roof right behind him, like right here. And
Maybe it's 10. I don't know
we
if
hit a
it's
wake, and he
10.
just goes like this, and just, I'm talking about 10 out of 10. What did I say?
You called it a tin roof, like
I mean, it was a metal
You're
roof. Of some
fucking
sort.
living in the hood for San Francisco with the fucking homeless people.
Maybe, yeah, I guess. Maybe they got
Tin
nice
roof?
tin roofs. Roofs.
10. Anyway, continue.
I don't think it's roofs.
No, it's definitely roofs.
Roof.
Yeah, look that one up. How about
What's
that?
a
Roof.
roof?
Plural of roof.
Yeah, we're
Plural
all
of
grown
roofs.
men. Don't know the plural of roofs.
It's
Roof.
roofs. It's roofs.
You can tell who reads.
It's
the
roofs.
room.
But anyway, yeah, he crushed his fucking head.
Yeah,
It was like,
literally, it sounded like someone like hit a shovel like
he
against
just,
like a
like,
metal
stood right
wall.
up.
It's roofs.
that's what I thought.
Roofs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I said.
How do you
No,
say
you said roofs.
Well, we'll check tape.
you
Like
put
hooves.
ROVES.
It's like hoof and hooves.
Yeah, I just got a few new roofs on my house. Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
A few
It's
of
like
them.
I'm a roofser.
I was gonna try to save the. I guess we just ripped the right off the bat, the bachelor party. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
We,
How about your
uh,
birthday? How was that?
Oh,
Happy birthday, Clayton, by the way.
Last
yeah,
summer.
Yeah, happy birthday,
31.
Clayton.
31.
42
31.
years
Welcome
old.
to the 31 club.
42.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
31
was-
is kind
it
of a
was good.
boring birthday.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, it was.
kinda is.
And it's pretty much how the birthday went.
You just had your
pretty boring.
30th. It's like the big shebang. And then the next
Yeah.
year, it's like, oh, now I'm just 31. Not to
9
like
more
shit on your
years to
birthday.
40.
I didn't even really find 30 to be that like great of a like. It was cool because like I saw all my friends on my birthday. Like the party itself was great, but like in terms of like a milestone, it didn't feel like one.
It's like
I don't
I
even
was like, I'm
remember what
already
I
old.
did on my birthday last year, to be honest.
Well, mine was like a few months. My 30th was a few months
Yeah.
ago, so it's like.
We all went to Walker's. No, Tony Loco's for mine.
Oh yeah,
We had like 3 tables.
Tony
It was
Loco.
pretty chill, but it was a cool time.
No, yeah, after 30, that's like the next milestone is like 40.
Dude,
I don't even think there's any more milestones. I really don't. Like,
Yeah, what about 50?
dude? I'm old at this
I think
point.
35.
The biggest after 21, there's a minor milestone at 26 when you're off your parents' insurance.
Yeah,
And that's just
a bad
economically
milestone,
created.
though. I'd rather
Your
just be on
parents
my
are celebrating.
And
Yeah.
then really there's nothing. There's nothing and there's nothing worth celebrating after that. It's all downhill.
I feel like the rest of it's like not
You're getting-
not age based.
You're getting older. Dude, for 2 weeks, I think my left kidney's hurting. Every time I
Dude.
cough or sneeze, like excruciating pain, like I'm being stabbed. My left
Dude,
lower
there's
side.
like
Currently?
probably
Yeah.
that makes sense, dude. There's like
Huh.
once a month at work where I think I like tore my meniscus and it like hurts.
I sneezed.
Really
I
bad.
sneezed at work today. I almost cried.
Just to be clear, I don't do anything that demanding at work. I don't know why.
We had a work party on Wednesday, and
on
so
a Wednesday.
yeah,
For
yeah.
what?
So we all
Did
left
someone get
work
fired?
early, and the owners of the company got like a big ass table at Phillips in Baltimore City,
That's sick.
and all you can eat crabs, everything like that.
Fuck yeah.
And so I put a couple beers down and
As you should.
I had the idea where all my coworkers are walking together. I was like, "You guys are losers. I'm riding a bird scooter all the way to my truck on like the 5th floor of this parking garage." So I'm going up and everything's fine. I'm ripping it, dude.
Yeah.
And then
Jesus
I
Christ.
see my truck and I turn the corner because I'm like, I see it, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
there it is. So I like hit it really hard. The back end just went out from under me, dude. I'm by myself in this parking garage. The handlebar is twisted and it nailed me right in the side. And like,
oh my god.
yeah,
dude.
it still hurts.
I
And
wish I could have fucking seen that.
That would've been really fun.
and
Bro,
nobody's
you were
around, so I
probably-
just jump back up real quick, like nothing happened, and get
Dude,
back
you were
on
probably
it.
so excited. Like,
Dude.
you had that little buzz too to like help it. And you're like,
Well-
I'm flying.
And then then Friday or Sunday was my birthday. Friday, Saturday, birthday activities, and like Sunday I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, I think I have like something wrong with my kidney.
Yeah, you
and,
forget.
And Kristen's like, you did fall on the bird scooter though. I was like, oh.
That's
That's
it.
exactly
There's the
what it-
key.
I've done that
failed
exact
myself,
same.
I'm sorry.
dude.
Okay, what the fuck's a bird scooter?
It's
It's
like,
like
the
a
ones in
rental.
Baltimore.
It's like a rental
Yeah.
scooter you get in the
You know what
cities.
it
Oh,
is.
the little electric zippy guy.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
lime
Yeah,
scooters,
little
or the
zippy
bird
guys.
Little
Yeah,
zippy
that's the one
guys.
that they have in Philly. Little zippy guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes sense.
They take flight after a couple
Yeah.
miles an hour.
Should we start a new scooter business called Lil Zippy guys?
Little zippy guys. Our motto
I
is
don't
we
think
go
we need-
1 mile per hour.
Dude,
I don't
no,
think
we
the
should-
city
we
needs
should-
any more.
Yeah, no, they definitely don't. Did you fucking? Well, I got
Dude, that's
second
like they-
story for this. I feel like we should make a business where we rent mini bikes to like people in the city,
Like motorized, like
like the one that I
Indians?
used to have.
No shot, bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
People would be
we
dead
would
in a
not
day.
be getting those mini bikes back. We
Yeah,
have to like basically
100%.
sell them a mini bike instead of
Dude,
rent it.
the bird scooters they have are like torn to shit. There's like
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
brakes.
They find them in the harbor all the time, I think.
I think the one I
like
got
they-
was
what
in
if
the
people
harbor.
just-
Well,
Throw
dude,
them
they
in the
t-
fucking harbor.
No, people like will just ride them and they're like, I don't feel like riding anymore, and they'll just roll it right off the harbor dock. Just go to the water. Dude, I swear. Baltimore's a savage
There's
place.
no
dude.
way that's true.
I swear, look it up. It's a fact.
Dude,
They
that's,
tell-
that's like being
look
the
that
guy
up.
that doesn't return their grocery cart to like ×5.
No, that's
You just
like,
like
no,
fuck
that's like
this
stealing
scooter,
your
dude.
grocery cart, not even because you're homeless and need it, but just because fuck Safeway.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just taking the grocery cart.
Taking it and then driving it to like a pond and just throwing it in the pond.
Yeah, that's insanity to me. Whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
no.
I mean, how are they gonna catch you?
I don't
It
know.
Because
wasn't-
you have
it
an
wasn't me.
account that's linked to them.
Yeah,
they
but
know
you
who
turn it
last
off,
had
you-
it.
70 scooters?
You turn it off. You shut it
70
off.
scooters in the
70
Baltimore Harbor.
You get
Oh my
really
God.
close.
Is there a Twitter account that tracks that? I'd love. We should make
Look,
one.
dude, you go to Fells Point. You get
That's
really close to the
hilarious.
water. You turn it off. You check out. Everything's good. Take a picture of it. Everything's fine. And you just chuck that bitch into
I
the
guess
water.
that's true.
dude.
Nothing
And
stopping
then
you
it's
Why?
from
like-
Why do you
so
want to
they're-
chuck them in the water?
No,
I
get what you're
don't
saying,
want
yeah.
to. I'm
Oh,
just
you're just
saying.
saying
No,
that?
that's
no,
how
no.
you
He's saying
can
that's how
do
you
it.
get away with it. Even if,
Yeah.
because I'm not even thinking like I don't even have the Bird app. I could walk by one of those scooters and say I'm going to throw this in the water.
Right.
Don't you
They're-
have- you
the
don't have to
last picture
return
they
it? I
get,
don't
it's
understand.
No,
really
you just
close
leave
to the
it
water.
and then
Yeah.
eventually
What do you
It's
somebody
like
mean
right
you
next
just
to the
leave
water,
it?
and then they find it 5 feet in there, like 2 seconds.
What do you
later.
mean you just leave it?
Okay,
I don't
so-
understand. Is there
No,
like,
'cause-
is there like
no,
a hub that you
listen,
bring it to?
John, I'll
or-
explain the whole business model. This is how it
Mind blown
works.
right
Listen,
now.
listen,
You've never
it's-
done this?
No.
I've never done it either, but I just know how it works. So basically, left around the city on random blocks are these scooters. You, as the consumer or the person using it, can get an app, go up to one of these scooters, scan the QR code on it, it unlocks, and it allows you to use it.
Oh,
charge you for
okay.
the time.
Okay.
There's also someone or people that are employed, almost like door dashers, on the back end. Their job is literally they get paid to go around, collect the scooters, charge them at their own home, and then put them back in certain hotspots.
Right.
What?
Knox was going to do that.
What?
Knox and Corey almost signed up. They were going to go down there and just pick them up.
I was down in the city one
Charge
time
them.
and I saw people with a giant white van and they had dozens in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's your competition.
Dude, see, okay.
Then you got to bring them back to your house, charge them up.
I would
put
bring them back
them
to my house and I would just never take them back.
That's crazy. What about anytime
I
you're
would
down
put
to
them all
Baltimore?
around my house.
Did you just
Well,
think those
obviously-
were like personal scooters that people had?
No, I knew what they were. I didn't understand the actual inner workings of how like they got them back to where they needed to be.
Oh, okay.
But like, it sounds like they just don't really fucking care.
I saw somebody in Eldersburg today riding down 32 towards downtown Sykesville on one of those bitches.
Really?
Was
Literally-
it a rental one or was it just one?
No, it
where-
looked like a bird. Like it had like the cylinder.
Well, they sell them.
It was a zippy boy,
Oh.
zippy guy.
It was a zippy
It was a
guy.
zippy
It was a
guy.
zippy guy.
See, that would be me, though. I would go charge them at my house, walk out my front door, and just put them around the neighborhood.
That's like a
Boom.
DJ.
Yeah, but I
Khaled.
think
If I lived in the city, like that's really not a bad way to like make.
No,
a
it's
bunch of money
not.
on the
I think there's
Right.
rules because they would definitely be in like Eldersburg if they weren't allowed. If they were allowed to be.
I mean,
Well, that gotta
maybe.
be-
What do you mean?
Like why? I think that they're only meant to be in like big cities, so you can avoid like high traffic roads.
Well, partially. I mean, no one in Eldersburg. Like, Eldersburg's not a walkable city. Like
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think they would be
that's
there.
the biggest thing. Like
I wish they had them here. I'd love that
I'll
shit.
tell you what, though. You see me on
They
a bird
might have them
scooter
in
the
Columbia,
city,
I don't know.
We're drinking. I'm a hazard.
you're not even allowed technically to ride them on the sidewalks in Baltimore because they're so fucking bad. Like it would be a hazard if you took one of those.
Yeah.
Makes
sidewalks.
sense.
Wait, so
They
you
are
can
so
have a few
uneven.
drinks
Makes
and
sense.
get on that guy? They don't care?
Dude, who cares?
You can definitely get a DUI.
I was going to say, because you can get a DUI on a
No,
bike, like
no,
a
the
bicycle.
whole point is like not to get a DUI by riding.
I mean, we're talking about
I don't-
Baltimore City, though.
I
Wait,
do
what?
not think you can illegally get on one of those. How fast do they go?
30.
You
Yeah.
should not be
Bro,
able to get
their
on one of
Depends
those.
how
whole
charged it is.
target market is drunk people that like can't
Yeah,
drive themselves.
but like if you're like by the book, you're not. You can definitely get a DUI on that thing. It's a
If
vehicle.
I fucking whip one of
Em,
those
can
and
we
I
look
run
that
over
up?
a little
Can you
kid,
get a DUI on a zip?
I'm
bird
getting it.
scooter.
I'm getting a DUI.
You
get
can
a
get a
DUI.
DUI on a kid's razor scooter.
I don't know,
shit.
that's what I'm saying.
Lawyer.
I feel like it's.
Can you get a DUI on a horse? Is that?
Yeah, it's a vehicle.
No, it's not. It's its own animal.
It's if you call
It's a
if
vehicle.
no,
yeah. Like what do you like? What
no,
do
if you can
fucking-
cause
what?
any damage to yourself,
yeah,
or
I
a
think
person,
That sounds correct.
then that's a vehicle.
I should be able to damage myself however I want
I
to
don't
without
think
the
that's the
government
definition
interfering.
of
Hell yeah,
vehicle.
dude. USA baby.
Yeah, if I want to sit here and just stab myself, I'm not hurting anyone else. Then the government should not be able to
DUI.
do anything.
DUI.
No, yeah.
Driving.
Without dropping names, I've known people who have literally been in the driver's seat and passed out.
Okay, I'm not talking about being in the driver's seat. I'm talking about riding a horse.
Okay, yeah. What if you fell asleep on the horse?
Well,
Yeah, you can get a DUI riding a horse. That's insane.
Damn, you're over
That's-
2 right now, bro.
That's bullshit because that is a completely
Dude,
sentient
they
being
fucking-
that is doing its own thing.
Sentient being.
It is, dude.
Yeah,
It's a
it's an
sentient
animal.
being. It's got its own mind
Evan's
and
like,
will.
not my America. This
Horses
is not
are
my
If
America.
generally
that's the
pretty
thing
smart.
that's controlling its movement, and I'm drunk, how do I get a DUI?
Do you know where they rep bike DUIs? They fucking give them out like candies. Fucking Ocean City. They love doing that, dude. It's such
City,
bullshit, dude.
Ocean City's just bullshit.
Fuck Ocean City, Maryland.
Yeah.
Man.
I haven't even been there this year.
I haven't been there in years.
I probably have, yeah.
You were OC local too,
I
dude.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I was too. I lived there
I
for
went
like
there
2
for
years.
court this year. That was
I
about
can't
it.
imagine living there.
You went there
to
for
be
court this
Did you
year?
have like alcohol
Yeah.
side? How
Was it
would you get an
that dude
alcohol
that
citation?
headbutted
You're
me?
31 years
Yeah, I
old.
went to court.
What was it for? If you don't mind me asking.
He just said a dude headbutted
Dude
him.
headbutted me at the bar.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
No? Oh,
no.
man.
How long ago was that?
Last birthday. That's what I did on my birthday last year. I went to Ocean City. And I got
I don't know if
Was
this
you
is-
were you at
He's like-
Secrets?
Clayton, I don't know if
Huh?
this is an
Secrets?
No,
insult. but
I was at Sky Bar.
I feel like you'd be
At
like
Sky Bar.
the wrong
Sky Bar's
person
like
to
chill,
headbutt.
laid back.
not this night.
I do remember your point now. I remember you saying that story.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Now that
Yeah.
you bring it up.
I didn't
Yeah.
even do anything.
I don't know
I
if this-
swear I didn't do anything.
How hard did it hurt when he hit?
How hard did it hurt?
Well, it was
Well, I
like
was gonna say how hard he hit you,
Yeah, I
but then
know,
it was
I
like
know.
it's kinda
the
easier to-
Friday we got down there, and we were.
I don't care
we
what day it was. How bad it
We were
hurt.
drinking pretty heavily. How bad did it hurt?
Yes,
Dude, Evan's
not
reaching for a
really.
W after the scooter thing. He's like, I need a W.
I mean, not that bad. It looked worse than what had happened.
wait, did he just walk
What?
up to you and go, "Happy birthday, motherfucker," and then just headbutt you?
I'm
You
just
didn't
like,
even say happy
what? Like,
birthday.
did you drop? Did you just like were you just kind of dazed and like why'd you do that?
Yeah, kinda. And then
I mean, how else would you react? Someone
Hey,
headbutted
why'd
No,
you.
I mean
do
like, did
that?
you drop to the ground? Did you
No,
get dazed?
no,
Like,
I
what was your
stood.
immediate reaction? You were just like,
I just stood there,
ow,
and then
like, what the fuck?
my whole everything started bleeding.
Oh shit!
And then
Yeah.
the bouncer and the bartenders were like right there. And
You probably look like Mick
I was
Foley,
like,
dude.
yo, what
Did
the
you get
fuck?
kicked out too, or did they kick him?
No,
out? Okay,
no.
that's good.
I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They got arrested. I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I feel like
What?
you're the wrong person to headbutt. For some reason, I feel like your skull
dude,
would be
don't
like
ever do
very like impervious to the headbutt attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong, dude.
Like
you
not
take an
very,
ambulance there?
not very effective
Yeah.
Pokemon style.
Yep.
Damn, dude. So let me ask you this.
That sucks.
Oh no, that can't be true. I was gonna say, how many times have you taken an ambulance in Ocean City to the hospital?
Twice.
Okay, that's not that high.
That's above
That's-
average.
That's 2 more than
You
I
were there
have.
for one of them.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Wait, that's crazy.
You cracked your
He
head
cracked
open.
his head open.
Yeah,
Jesus, dude.
The first
Yeah.
time you had to go.
I cracked my ear open the first time.
Oh, I remember that.
You cracked your
there's that
ear open.
fucking-
How- what is that?
And
How'd
then,
that happen?
and then don't, no, we're not telling that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that one was kind of.
That one's on the Patreon. That doesn't exist.
But
The
but yeah,
Patreon.
dude, no, we're at the bar, and I'm on the other side of the bar talking to strangers, and this guy goes
talking
up,
to strangers.
like we did a shot, and then I'm on the other side of the bar afterwards talking to like these strangers, and these guys go up to Aaron and they're like, yeah, you should buy another round of shots, and they were like, yeah, maybe in a little bit, hold on, man, and they're like, no, buy your fucking boyfriend a shot or no this, and then like,
Whoa.
yeah, woo,
We're on a
bleep, bleep,
podcast.
bleep.
Why were they so
Well, no,
aggressive?
this is quoted.
Why are they so
Okay.
aggressive? I don't
Yeah,
understand why.
well, I don't know. It's first time drinking apparently, but we were there, and I see all these hand motions going up, and I was like, I think something's going on over there. So I walk up, and I'm like, Yo, what's going on?
He just headbutted you.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, what the fuck? It's such an odd.
You see all these hands motions. They're all just doing the YMCA, just dancing the song over there. He's like, what's happening?
What's going on over here?
Dude,
man?
speaking of YMCA, remember that place in Myrtle we went?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, we didn't even
Listen to
fucking
this.
talk about that.
Uh,
Oh my god.
when we get
I blame Tom for that.
yeah.
dude, he
Tom
hyped
hyped it up like
God.
it was the spot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
that
was-
place.
oh, it's so
So
strange.
we
It's called the Hangout.
yeah, we go to this place called the Hangout, and well, one, me and Danny go separately, and I'm walking down like Broadway. The beach was beautiful. I don't know if you ever been there, at Myrtle.
No.
It's just like this giant like boardwalk and they have like a
It's like built up as hell. They got so many bars
yeah,
and shops.
like
and everything.
like it's a really big tourist spot, and
Wait, I've been there.
You probably have. You've probably been to Broadway on the
yeah.
beach.
Yeah, I'm curious why you looked at
Checks
him
on
for
him.
that. Like,
Yeah.
Google it. Have I been there?
Has Clayton been to Broadway on the beach?
But anyway, I see this hat right, and it's
Jesus Christ, this was
it really
embarrassing.
backfired on me, and you're gonna laugh hard at this, but it was a Pikachu hat, and it lit
Oh
up.
God, dude. Yeah, I
It
saw
lit
a
up,
picture of it.
yeah, and it had like the long tails. Like, it looks like something like somebody in high school would like one of those girls that would like growl at you in the halls, you know, or like
yeah.
or like
RAR XD.
or like purr, you know.
Yeah, one of the girls that smell. You look at her and you know she smells like shit.
What? What kind of girls are you talking about?
I don't know.
Nah,
about
you
that.
know the anime chicks in high school.
I mean, I don't know. I guess teach his own, but so anyway,
To each his own.
so these ears go down on it.
To each
and
their own smelly
They have
chick.
like these like pumps, and whenever you pumped it, the ears would like erect pretty much.
You have just used
how
some
much
really
is-
strange language. You said go down on it, pump, and erect.
He's like,
to
dude.
describe a
I mean,
Pikachu.
He's like,
hat.
I was
Are
pumping
you
down on it,
aroused?
and I was
At a
erect.
bachelor party.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
dude.
got it
What
because
the
I was like,
hell?
I'm gonna give it to college, so he like stands out as like the groomsman. That's literally why I got it. And
Bro.
Danny was like,
Bro,
there's a
what kind
5% chance he wears that, and I was like, I literally looked at him. I was like, all right, well, let's play our odds. Then.
I wouldn't have even given you
I was
5%.
shit faced.
That was the worst.
So I walk in,
I
I
don't know
look
why
at
you
him.
did that.
It's all lit
cannot
up. I
fathom
look
this
at him. I'm
decision.
like, hey, look at the ears, dude. Look what it does. I bought this. You got to wear this. And he just looks at me and goes, I'm not fucking wearing that thing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Good
all
on
right.
you.
I was like,
Good
well,
on
I
you,
bought it. It
college.
was $20. I was like, I bought it. I might as well wear it. So the whole night I was wearing it. And like, I had some of the craziest looks I've
Like,
ever
the
had.
bar we were into was like super dimly lit, like one of the more dimly lit bars.
Do they
I've
have,
actually
like,
ever been
dueling
in. And
pianos?
this guy was just standing
actually
out like
pretty
a
cool.
sore thumb. Like
Yeah.
a fucking
Well, that was
pulsing-
after-
pulsing light bulb in his head just going on.
That bar
Yeah,
was
that's a married life for you, man. You
That
just
bar
don't give
was
a fuck
after.
anymore.
Yeah,
I was
you also
vibing.
never told him about the hangout. You like started that.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
You just
yeah,
went
yeah.
into a Pikachu story. So I
Yeah.
don't really know
So no, that
what
was
you were doing
the
there.
hat was before. I just skipped over the hangout. But so anyway,
The hangover.
there's
the
this
hangout.
place called
You're
the
struggling
Hangout.
right now. Jesus Christ.
There's this place called the Hangout, and we walk in, and this place was very well
It
lit,
was
and
unreal.
there's kids everywhere,
This place is
and
very well.
It's
lit.
like a soccer mom utopia.
yeah,
They're going
and there's
nuts.
there's like this bald DJ up front, and he's like screaming.
He wasn't even a DJ. He's just by
I don't
himself
know.
with a microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
you're
a-
right.
in
He
a
didn't have
stand in the
turntables.
center of the whole thing.
Dude, it
Tables
looked
around
like
him eating food, and he's there's loud music, and he's like, "Oh my God, oh my hardworking dads, oh my hardworking dad, you a hardworking dad, get on the table and dance."
there's like fucking
And then-
grown men
but
like
it's
on
just,
tables
kids
dancing.
and like families doing.
And
it.
I know what you're
Kids
thinking.
are fucking wailing,
What
dude.
is this, like
It
a
reminded me of
TGI
he was
Fridays
like
or
in the
something?
center, dude. I don't know how to explain it. He was like in the center of it. It was like the Bubble Bowl at fucking SpongeBob, where he's like and he like raises up like SpongeBob,
Yes,
and
very
it's just
similar to that.
fucking just screaming. There was like confetti and napkins getting thrown from the ceiling. This place is 2 stories.
At one point, they played a song, and all the employees went and did a choreographed dance.
Dude,
in
it was
the middle of it.
unreal. I
Dude,
was
yeah, but
so
I know what you're
confused.
thinking when he said that dad thing.
So you're a
That's
goofy
literally what
goober.
happened.
You're
He
being a
literally
goofy
was
goober.
like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah, we're
like,
being
if you're a
goofy goober.
hardworking,
He used those
respectful
exact
dad,
words.
get on the fucking tables. And like,
He used those exact words.
bro, I swear, he's like, if you're hardworking, you care for your kids, get on the tables now. And dude, like,
And he did the
I'm not
moms
kidding.
next. And then he
Within
got
like
caught up
3
in mom.
minutes, there's like NPC dads, like a bald guy with glasses, fire department
really
shirt,
is.
like camo shorts, and
Yep.
he's just standing up and he's on the table, just like,
yeah, dude.
and the DJ's like, Dads, you're a
There's
great
shit
dad.
falling from the ceiling, like napkins and confetti.
was
and I'm,
insane.
From
I'm
the
a-
ceiling?
Yeah, or like the
Like
upper
they were
level.
up
I was
there?
on the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a drink at the bar, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
Was there a fog machine?
They had a fog
You know, and
machine.
they're like,
there was a foam
there's like-
machine outside.
There was foam outside.
Yeah. I mean, dude, let me put it
There
this
was
way.
like little kids running around.
If you're like
everywhere.
9 and you're there, probably best place you can
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
But if you're 30, not a good place to be.
Yeah.
I looked at one of the
Bachelor
tables
party.
and there was like
Yeah.
6 or 7 kids there.
Yeah.
And they were all taking turns going, chug, chug, chug,
Like
chug.
Mountain
And,
Dew.
like, each kid was just chugging Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I mean,
And
he
I was
could
like,
have easily
holy shit,
corrected
what
that
is
with
happening?
one word of being instead of a dad. All the moms. All the moms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we
was
did
a-
that too.
No, he did the moms right after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But like
So
it
it
was
made up
very
for it.
strange. It
And
was
then so we got like 2 or 3 drinks there. We found like a bar on like the outside of it that was not as wild. But we had like 2 drinks there, and then went to the
dude, it was
went to the bar where
it
he
was
bought
crazy.
the Pikachu hat.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
By the way, I was like, dude, someone was like super sure where it was, and I was like, I don't think this is the right way. We walked forever, and I was like, dude, what is happening?
It was just
And then out of nowhere, we crossed the river, and there was like a Hard Rock, Crocodile Rocks is the name of the place we went, and then there was like another fucking place too. There was like $20 to get in though.
dude,
to
tell,
the dad.
did-
To the
it did
dad.
have a
To
cover,
the dad.
Yeah.
Place.
No. That was
was
fucking free. If
was
they
like
told me
$10.
to $20, I'd be like, suck my dick. I'm
Yeah.
turning around.
dude, it was tough.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have been. We shouldn't have went there.
Where did you pump up your ears?
I didn't. I don't think I had the hat yet.
I don't know where
that
you
hat
got.
would have been a hit at the hangout.
Oh,
Yeah, it would've
dude. Yeah, you brought the hangout hat to the other bar, and you
Yeah.
you,
Yeah, I
you
was like,
pizza. Dude,
is
you
this a
pizza.
hangout?
You
Yeah.
pizza when you should. You
pizza when
you should have French
Yeah,
fried.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna have a bad
No,
time.
that
You
was
had a
definitely a
bad
big
Mike
L, but
was
it's
goofy
fine.
goober. It
You,
sounds
dude,
like
you
the
were a
whole time.
goofy goober,
Yeah.
dude. You were a
We
goofy
didn't get.
goober.
I wanted to get a cookout while we were down there, but
We were also supposed to stop at. By the way, how did you feel about Bojangles? I was like,
I love Bojangles. Watch your fucking mouth.
Dude, there's one in
Did you guys?
Bowie.
We went down. So our trip down. My big thing was like, I want to get Bojangles on the way down and the way back. I love Bojangles. One of my favorite fast food places.
Dude, so
So
close to
we
here.
get
So
down.
close.
We left this place at 4:45, and obviously, like it's still pretty early. Nothing's gonna be open, but it's like that's fine. We'll get through DC into Virginia around that time. It'll be like close to 7ish, and Bojangles will start opening. So I got Wise looking it up, like the closest ones on the route when they open. The first 3 we tried to stop at that said they were open online weren't open.
that's so good.
And then we get
Wow.
to the 4th one because we're at this point starving too.
You're probably fuming, dude.
Yes, and I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
And like 2 of them even had signs on the thing that said, due to like staffing issues, we don't open till this time. And I'm
Oh
like,
no.
well, update Google, bitch. But anyways, we get to the
Google, bitch.
we get to the 4th one, and I'm like, finally, one's open. Let's get in here. We're in line. I get up. I'm like, all right, I only get the same thing all the time: Cajun filet biscuit, just Cajun chicken in a buttery biscuit. I'll get like 2 or 3 of them if I'm hungry. If I can get 3, and I'm like, yeah, can I get 2 Cajun filet biscuits? They're like, oh, we actually don't have the Cajun fillets right now.
Oh, you were
man.
hyped on them too.
And I'm like, oh my god, I've been to 4 Bojangles and I can't get a
so
Cajun filet biscuit.
Dude.
But obviously, that, like I said, we were starving. I'm like, I'm getting food. I don't even fucking
Yeah.
care. So I got like
Right.
a normal breakfast sandwich or whatever, and like we got back on the road.
That's
Dude,
so,
yeah.
I
But
wasn't.
was
I wasn't
so-
impressed with it.
so
I think
good.
also
There's
I
one,
wasn't
like,
human.
so close to here.
There's gonna be one apparently. I think coming in Frederick, if I'm not
There's one in
mistaken.
Bowie.
There's one in
Or
DC. I think there's one in like
maybe.
border of Maryland, DC area.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I know
Right off the highway.
I know Winchester, Virginia has
I'll
one.
tell you what's coming to
Isn't
town,
very
man.
far.
Canes.
I think Kane's
There's
already
one in
here.
Westminster.
Yeah,
Jinx.
but there's one in Columbia about to open.
Is
Oh,
there?
That's
yeah,
cool.
Columbia Home Depot. Right
They're
there.
okay. I actually don't think they're that great.
If
They're not
Post
bad.
Malone's
I
not
never
gonna
had
be
Cane's.
there, I'll never go back.
Why would Post Malone be there?
Because he opened the one somewhere. He opened,
He's on a world
I don't
tour.
know.
Clayton's
I
like
saw
he
it on
opened the
TikTok.
one in
Yeah.
L.A. So
I'm
why
like, what's?
wouldn't he be?
I'm
in
curious.
Columbia?
What's the link between Raising Cane's and Post Malone?
I don't know, but he was there.
Do we have
Wait,
a
he was
link?
their hype man.
Towson?
Oh.
That is
Yeah.
not Columbia.
Dude, so
It's under construction.
M just Googled it.
It's not gonna come up on Google. It's not
M
open.
Googled it.
It's
M-
not
really
open
You're gonna
yet.
tell me there's not a single news article about a Raising Cane's coming to Columbia?
Look it up.
we're gonna find out.
That would be.
Wait,
It's
somewhere.
right off of Snowden River Parkway.
I've been hearing
That's
about
right there.
I've been hearing about the Westminster one for like 2 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And this is Columbia where I live, and I haven't
yeah,
heard a goddamn
I live
peep.
I live here too.
Okay,
It's right
I
there.
know you do, but that's my
It's
point.
right
Is if
there.
I'm hearing about the Westminster one,
Look, man, if you
30
went to Home
miles
Depot
away,
every once in a while, which
why would I go to
clearly
Home
you don't,
Depot? I go to
What the
Lowe's.
fuck is
I'm
that
just
supposed to
kidding.
mean?
November.
November.
Hey, there you go, Clayton. Fair enough.
Yo,
I haven't heard
chug
about
your
that
beer.
one yet.
Chug
Though.
Well,
your
you said
beer.
you can't go if Post Malone isn't there, so I guess you're never going to fucking
I
Raising
think the
Cane's.
Google is not working.
There's
out
definitely
in,
gonna be
Evan's
like
favor.
Ray Lewis will probably be there.
What do you mean?
Maybe. Or Cal- or
What's not working in my
Why would
favor?
a
I
Ray
said the
Lewis be
Google.
there?
Every time you say something, you said the scooter thing. He looked
Oh,
it up.
yeah, you're right.
70.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 95%.
Well, no, I didn't. I didn't know.
And
I did not believe. I knew there was some in the fucking harbor.
Harbor.
You didn't believe that.
No,
I
John
didn't.
didn't believe it.
I didn't believe the
It
DUI.
doesn't fucking matter.
I didn't believe the DUI thing.
Anyway, I was gonna say
The
about
DUI thing got me. I can't believe that.
what I was
no,
gonna say
it's
about
always
Bojangles,
bullshit.
dude. We're leaving, right? It's me and John, and we're like maybe 30 minutes out at this point, and there's a Bojangles. We stop, and as we're at the window, I'm like, hey, see if you can get a ranch, because like it was just a biscuit and chicken.
Yeah.
And John's like, hey, can I get 2 ranch? And she's like, yeah, we're both basically
I'm
dead
gone.
at this point.
On the way back.
Yeah. And she goes, here you go, and she hands it to him, and John drops one. He just goes, oh, fuck it. And she's in the car. She goes, ooh, that's a mood. I like that. And John's like, yeah, okay, well, see ya.
At that point,
pull
you're
up.
too hyped up to actually ask for a
Yeah.
ranch too. So
Yeah.
you just
Dude,
gotta
I
rock.
literally, I literally like pull.
Was it your ranch he dropped, or did he?
We had one. John gave it to me. I didn't even use it.
I didn't. Dude, I literally I held my hand out on like this. She put it in there, and I was just like, I just dropped it. And I was like,
Dude.
fuck it.
But she was about it, though. She was like,
And
ooh,
she was
that's,
like,
a,
that's
mood.
a mood. And
I
was
do that like
"Thank
with
you."
change all the time. When you go through a drive-through and you like get the bills and then the change drops. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not getting
didn't
out for
know-
less
well,
than
dude,
$1.
the
Like,
ranch
no.
like exploded, and I was like, should I like?
Oh well, that too. Yeah, I'm not. Getting
Oh,
out
I didn't
for
know it exploded.
ranch.
Oh yeah, well like popped out. a
You
little
wouldn't have
bit.
got out anyway if it was.
No, I
good
know,
stuff.
but I was still like, I didn't know if she was gonna be like, you gonna pick that up, but she was just like, that's a mood. I was like, fuck yeah.
She's
Oh,
a
that's
fast
fair.
food employee. She does not give a fuck.
Yeah,
if you leave
that's
that
fair.
outside.
Yeah, that's
Right.
fair. That's fair. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't think I was like human in that ride. So I gotta try Bojangles again.
We also got like a biscuit chicken sandwich. Like you got
it
to
was
go
a
there.
Cajun biscuit.
Cajun,
wasn't it?
it's a Cajun filet biscuit.
Yeah, it was
shit, you're
chicken.
right, it was
Cajun
that.
chicken.
It
Yeah,
actually was
Were you
that.
guys? Did you guys like have
Um,
anxiety?
I don't
Dude,
know. I don't know
college
what
on the
I
ride
had,
back.
but-
College said
My
like,
where,
8
you're
words.
drinking all weekend and you're
Really?
not really like
Yes.
worried about the hangover and just.
Dude, you
put it on.
guys had a
And then
fucking.
that Sunday it just hits you.
I had to work on Monday. He didn't have to work on Monday.
Yeah, I was off.
You
that.
went
So-
in on Monday.
Dude, all I thought
That's
about
insane.
the whole ride home.
That's
I was
so
like,
deep.
I have to be.
I
working
made that
less than 24
mistake.
hours.
I made that mistake at
Why'd
Frank's
you do
bachelor
that?
party, not taking off that Monday. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Why would you
again.
do that?
I don't have any PTO. I have like 1 PTO day left for the rest of the
I
year.
That was the
literally-
day. That was the
That
day
was
to
the
do
day.
it.
That
You
was the
fucked up.
one
There's
day.
like,
the day.
I guarantee you, you're gonna look back on December 31st and be like, there really wasn't a better day
Oh,
than that one.
also, remember, this reminds me when you got like pre-mad at us. You were like pre-mad, like pre-game to being mad at me and Pife and Clayton in the group chat. We didn't even say anything. What did he say? He was like,
He said, well, it was after I asked if we were gonna put out that like Lost episode last week, and you said,
so funny.
nah, like I made like the executive decision not to, which is absolutely fine. Don't care. I was just
Yeah,
literally
you
just
could've
asking if
ended
we
it
were
there.
gonna
You
expect
just
one or
ended it
not.
there.
And you go, it was something to the effect of like, and before any of you motherfuckers say anything, because I
Oh,
know
yeah, I
all
did
you do
snap.
is
I
talk.
yeah. He's like, all you do is talk. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
He was a
no
little
one
hangry,
said
dude.
anything.
You were hangry,
Dude, I'm the fucking puppet.
But I
man.
think,
Actually, now,
I think it was that Monday at work, and I was like, thinking about it. I was like, dude, he's probably hating his fucking life right now. Like, I don't blame him for like snapping, like whatever.
Well,
But-
also too, I felt bad for you. I mean, I didn't feel bad for you, but I was like,
Thanks.
you're going to play, you're going to golf, and I was like, I don't know what state this man's going to be in if he tries
Here
to
it
come to
is,
the
ready?
podcast.
No,
Oh.
Here, hold on. He's got it.
no, I made the executive decision to can it. I will use it for shorts eventually, but we're just skipping this week. And please don't give me shit. You guys have already said plenty of shit when all you guys do is talk. So let's just move on this week's recording. John goes, no one said anything, question mark, the fuck?
Yeah.
And I go, proactively aggressive, nice.
I'm just like going to add a graphic. Like, as you're reading that, my anger is just like gaining.
You can
hear
literally
it.
hear it.
You can
like, in
feel
the
it.
way you're
Oh,
talking.
I read how annoyed you were. I
He's
read it.
preemptively annoyed at us.
Yeah.
I'm just like waiting for John to come back and be like, trash. And I'm going to be like, I'm coming to your fucking house and killing you now, dude. That's it.
He missed his nap time.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
pretty
He
much.
gets angry when he misses.
No,
No,
his
but
nap
I'd
time.
tell you what, that Monday after, that was so dank to be able to wake up whatever fucking
Oh
time I
my
needed
dude,
to,
it was a
dude.
beautiful
Dude,
Monday after.
fuck
So
off.
You
good.
brought up golf. How did you guys do?
Oh,
how did you do in
fucking
golf?
Oh, okay,
terrible.
yeah. So we'll.
Mike was probably
actually,
better than me.
John's team won, so that's
That's
something.
because he had Wise.
I had,
Wise
I had
is
the best
player.
golfer.
Oh, what did you guys do? Play scramble?
Yeah.
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 So listen to this. So we get there. It's really nice.
It was so fucking
Like
hot.
we put the bags up and then
It
like
was so,
you know they
so
put it in the
fucking
carts and shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just like,
Yeah, me neither. I don't
dude,
know
we
what
walking up to the cart and I see somebody like pulling out money and I was like, oh fuck, am I supposed to tip this guy? And Frank's like, I don't know. And I only had fucking 20s in my wallet because I was fucking balling.
Gangster, yo.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah. So I literally was
Gotcha.
like,
You had a dad wallet.
Got
Yeah.
you, dude.
You had a
I was
dad
like,
wallet.
I was like, here you go, man. And he's like, thanks. Where you from? And I'm like, oh. In my head, I'm like, oh, now you give a fuck what I have to say because no, I'm joking.
There's no way he said, where you from?
No, he really did. He was like an older guy. But anyway, the reason why I'm saying this is
So
we get
thanks.
You give
we
him
get to the
$20.
first
What do you do?
hole.
What do you do for you?
He put my bags and
He
Dan's
jerked
bags
him off.
in the cart.
He jerked him.
I know. I only had 20s. I told you. I was big.
I would have
baller
asked for
status.
change. I don't care, dude.
jerk.
Or I'm just not giving you a tip. You put a bag in a cart. That's not $20.
I think it
maybe
was just
a
like
five.
etiquette. I think it was like a nice thing to do. But anyway, moving on. We go to the first hole.
Maybe it is. I don't golf.
We go to the first hole, and this lady's there. She's probably like mid 70s.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Here comes
And
this. I did
she's-
forget about this.
Yeah,
Dude,
like
she
75
was
year
like
old
pushing
woman.
8. She's like pushing 80.
And each of us go up one by one and take swings, and she is like snagging pictures. And she also like gave us a little background on the holes and shit. And then she's like,
this one's there's a hole that you got to hit into.
yeah,
And we're
exactly.
Yeah, cool.
So wait, she's taking pictures of you?
She's taking pictures of each of us swinging at the first hole, and
With
like
her phone or like
a
real-
nice
An
camera.
actual
Oh,
camera,
okay.
yeah.
But didn't really tell us what she was planning.
Huh.
So
Yeah, I had
then
no idea.
we all get all the pictures. I completely miss mine. She's
Oh,
like,
I fucked mine up
She
too.
goes, just pretend that you're hitting it. And I was like, okay, we'll just Photoshop the ball. And she's like, what? And I was like, nothing.
I did the same thing.
Just
There's
whacked
literally,
it.
Like there's like water like 10 feet away. I hit it the 10 feet into the
Yeah,
water.
But anyway, so
like, Jesus.
we get through 9, and like we don't see this lady again, and we just think it's kind of over. And she like pops out on the 9th hole, and she's like has these black like cardboard folders, and it has like our group picture on it, and then your swinging picture. The group picture is sick.
Yeah, it was sick.
And so she goes up to Frank and Bruce are in front of us in the cart. She walks up, and she's like, "Okay, so it's $20 per book."
Yo, what?
And Frank just goes, "No, thank you." And Bruce is like, "Yeah, I'm good too." And she was devastated, dude.
Well, dude, you have to realize.
It was like we literally looked at her and said, "Go fuck yourself."
You
lady."
have to realize.
What?
She was very mad.
But we were because there was 8 of us. It's me, Wise, College, and Parker, his little brother, are in front of them, and she had already asked us, and all 4 of us bought one.
Yeah, so maybe she
then
was hyped
she gets
up.
to them, and then they're like, no.
Yeah. So Frank and Bruce are like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, we just don't have cash." She's like, "That's such a shame because this is such a great course and a great memory." And I'm just like,
She's just selling shit,
dude.
dude.
So I literally go.
You're getting suckered for
No.
3 pictures.
So I literally look. I'm like screaming at them in front of me. I'm like, "I
How do
have
you-
cash. Do you guys want it?" And they were like, "No." At the same time. And so then she walks up to me, and I was like, "I'll get one." And she goes, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." I gave her 20. And she's like, "How about you, sir?" To Danny, and he just literally goes. just like looks back at the book, doesn't even show her like a second, and she puts her
Because
hand.
Danny
on my
knows. Because Danny
puts her hand on my
understands.
shoulder, and she just
Yeah.
goes, "Bless your heart."
Yo.
And I was like, "All right,
This is
just
a
give me the
homeless
fucking
lady
book."
on the golf course?
No, she
Call
was.
tomorrow,
She
dude.
definitely worked there.
Dude, you didn't even bring it. Like,
you got-
originally when she was talking to us, she told, I think it was Wise or Danny, she was
I wasn't
like,
there for that.
Yeah, I was. I overheard them talking, but she was like, "Yeah, I lost my parents not long ago, and then I lost my husband," and like gave us like sob story, and like Wise. I looked at Wise, and he was like talking to her. He looked at me. He was like, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And she started crying. Kyle, she started crying.
yeah, she started tearing up.
Dude,
Yeah,
I don't buy any of that.
I don't know, but she
What do you
got
mean?
me.
She's there selling you
Oh,
something.
I
And then
thought
she
you were
gives
saying like the girl's not real. I
No,
thought
no, she gives you the sob story before she tries to sell you something to make you want to buy it. Like,
maybe she was old school.
she sits there on a course that's full of tourists all summer long,
Yeah, come up with a guy. With,
getting
I
20
mean-
bucks a pop. My question is, how'd she get those into books that fast?
How much was her camera?
Because she's doing it all day long.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
So
have no
you're
idea.
not like when she's making you feel bad for doing that. Yeah, was she
No,
hot?
no.
They said she was old.
No,
she was like 78, maybe.
she was pushing 80 for sure.
I mean, she was a nice lady. I mean, don't get me wrong. I
she-
definitely got.
Was she better looking or worse looking than your grandma? Go.
My grandma's the most beautiful woman ever, dude.
You have a wife, so that's weird.
yeah, that's weird. That's a weird.
Well, I mean,
response.
like generationally.
Quartered.
You know?
like generationally.
She's the hottest of her generation.
Yes.
Is she the Marilyn
Do
Monroe
you give money
generation?
to homeless people often?
Not. I would say like 4 times out of 10.
I never have.
I was like, man, this guy's.
You know
it
what I
depends.
sto-
If I have
Never
cash
given
on
a
me.
shit.
You know what
yeah.
happened?
This guy has rent to pay.
I
Man.
stopped giving stuff to homeless people after this encounter. So a couple years after Kev died.
God.
And you know how Kev was with like homeless people.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
would always like do something for him.
Yeah,
Dude, I have
bro.
a
So I
funny
was-
ass homeless
I
He's
was-
living with them.
Yeah, I was going to UMBC at the time, and I commuted there. And I was driving in one morning, had some extra time before class, and I passed a homeless guy, walking the opposite way down the street from me. And I had planned to go to McDonald's, get myself something before class. So I was like, fuck it. I just ordered like double what I got. And I think I just got him like a water because I didn't know what he wanted to drink. Got myself a coffee. I looped back around to try to basically catch him where I thought he was going, if he was going down the same way. And I encountered him, pulled over, and he was on like my passenger side. And I rolled down the window. I'm like, hey man, here, I got you this. Like holding out the bag with like, hash browns, a sandwich, and a water.
Oh, that's nice.
And he just is like, and just kept walking. Didn't even look at me.
What?
yeah,
Wait,
sign-
did he look at
was
the
he
meal?
Homeless, or did
Didn't
he have a
even
sign?
look at me.
Wait, how did he know what you were holding if he didn't look?
I don't know if he knew.
He could just smell it.
How'd
He's like
you know
another
he was
asshole.
homeless?
McDonald's.
I don't even know if he did.
How'd you know he was homeless?
I mean, he's
He might have
dirty
been a
as,
roofer.
dirty as all shit. Had like a 12-foot beard.
He could have been a roofer.
And
Roofers are fucking.
he's a,
Dude,
they're
that's
called
a
they're
hard
called
dig on
Do
roofers.
roofers hang out on corners?
They're
of the
called
street
roofers
and have a
according to
sleeping
Sadler.
bag.
Clayton gets to his house. Is like, Mom, why are all these fucking homeless people on your roof?
It's like,
like,
I can't
they're
believe how many
roofers.
Get
roofers
down
live on the
off there.
fucking corner.
Get down off.
But anyways, I'm left with an extra McDonald's meal, which I had to eat, which was stupid.
What a dick.
And after that, I was just like, I'll just try to help this guy, like,
Yeah, that's tough.
because I kind of like don't like to give money to homeless people if I can like.
No.
Yeah,
Homeless
you never-
should work
Them
together
actual-
because
If I have the option of not giving them money and giving them something else like food or drink, whatever they might need at that point, I'll always do that over the money.
How
'Cause
often
really
do you
just
ever
can't
go to
trust
the?
that.
Do you ever go to the Costco or?
Dude, they're everywhere. They're on the
anything
corner.
like
If
that
you go
in
up
Columbia?
the street, they sit on that fucking.
Dude, there's
median.
this one lady that.
There's
goes
one
there.
right over here by like that
Yeah.
intersection by
There's
us.
this one lady that goes up there with her kids, and like
Yeah,
sometimes
the
her
kid. The
husband's there.
kid one is
Dude,
like.
I swear I used to see her at Glory Days at
Probably,
Walmart
yeah.
at Glory Days, like when we worked there.
Wait, she would sit
And
outside
now her
there?
kids are grown up and they're like
It's
playing
fucked,
with their
dude.
like Nintendo and
Yeah.
shit. Like
That's
And
fuck
it's
when you
like,
take your
need to
kids
pay
out
rent.
there,
I'm
man.
like-
Like, what's
if you're
what's
using your kids to like garner effect, like,
exactly
dude, that's fucked.
that's
dude.
that's
fucked up.
almost manipulative to other
Yeah.
people.
That's fucked up.
I
I was
called,
a-
I
if I was
called
a homeless
311. I called the police.
You called the police on them?
Last year I did. It was like July. It was July, dude. I swear it was
What- for
July.
for what
It was like
crime?
103 degrees outside, and this
Oh,
lady
for, like,
had a
child
baby in
abuse?
the stroller, and like
okay.
another kid like playing with his Nintendo DS. And I called Howard County. And I
Clayton's
was
like, go home.
yeah.
They're
she's
like, we don't.
Like cops are coming.
yeah.
So I hope you're fucking
I
proud.
Dude, I should have.
Little Timmy,
'Cause
dude.
I'm like, dude, this is bullshit. Same lady, different corner. Like, I'll buy
Yeah.
you food or whatever, but it's just like
What's criminal is like, you ever seen that thing?
your
where I
kids
for-
are out there.
It was an old documentary, but they followed some panhandler in D.C. Dude, the money he was making a day was ridiculous.
I've heard
because
that.
he knew
Oh,
where
yeah.
to sit. He was making like,
Yeah,
look
look
it
that
up.
up. How
I'm
many,
pretty sure like his minimum was
hear
like
that- you hear
$400 a day.
Holy
Oh
shit.
yeah.
I'm like, holy crap, dude. And he's like, and of course, if I like, you're not working an 8-hour day if you don't want to. Like, if you make enough money in that time frame, you can
thought about
leave
it.
the street whenever
When
you
I
want.
worked at Vintage, and you'd be in these, like nice apartment complex, like brand new buildings, and they'd have to get all like the, I guess
Homeless
like
people out of there.
no, no, they'd have to get all like the.
It's not Seattle, dude.
Yeah, they'd have to like pass all the inspections. That's what I was trying to say. And these houses would be like fully air conditioned, brand new carpet, kitchen that works, toilet that works.
Empty.
And I'm just like, dude, if I was homeless, I would fuck this place up, bro. I mean, not like destroy it, but like
Just take a
stay
shit
in
on
one
the
until
floor.
until the super walks up and goes like, get the fuck out of here. I'd be like, all right, go
mean,
to
that-
McDonald's, come back and just get another
Get
one.
another one.
That
Yeah.
happens, but obviously it's not like anything crazy.
Dude, what the fuck?
New York Times, $100,000 pretending to
$100,000.
be handicapped on the side
This
of the road.
dude made more than I make in a year by being homeless.
By pretending to be
That's
handicapped.
fucked up.
You- let
Not
me
even
ask-
be no. It didn't even say he was homeless.
Pretending to be
Maybe he was.
handicapped is
Just said
fucked.
pretending to be handicapped.
That's fucked.
That is tough.
Dude, I have
Was
a
that
fucking.
the guy that was like? He
That's
was
the
like pretend. Yeah, and then he was like, you guys called me, and like
What?
totally acted normal.
I had
Yeah. Yeah, he was like in a wheelchair, and he's just like,
And just stood
I
up.
need money, and then
Do you like throw
There
like
was like it was like the news station. They were like, no, we know you're not like handicapped or homeless.
Oh, they
He was
like,
you got me. And he,
I mean,
like,
that's
got
really
up.
fair.
Oh,
'cause,
they
like,
like Chris
you-
Hansen him. He was like, "Why don't you take a
If you
seat?"
see a guy in a wheelchair, even if he's homeless and asking for money, are you gonna be like, "Why are you in a wheelchair?" Like, no, you're not
Yeah.
gonna question
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
I might.
Like the conventional thing is like you see someone in a wheelchair, you like pretend they're not in a fucking wheelchair.
Stolen
Like,
valor,
same
dude.
thing when you see a midget.
Pretend
you
you're not in a
you're
wheelchair.
not
I'm gonna
talking
throw a
to a
fucking
midget.
basketball at him. I'm gonna be like, "Check."
no, dude. I was gonna say,
fucking
say
go, dude.
light a little firecracker, just throw it under the chair.
Put it in
and just be like,
reverse.
what's your
Derek.
move?
Put it in reverse.
Put it in reverse, Derek.
Put it in reverse. Dude, I remember we were in New York City for. First of all, we were in New York City through Carroll Community College, and you couldn't go. So
It was a field trip through Carroll.
yeah,
It was sick.
It was like extra.
What was the
We
excuse
snuck
for
Kevin
that?
on too.
Yeah, we
Oh, so
took
it wasn't
Kevin
even
on
for-
it.
it wasn't
Clayton
even for a
didn't
a
go.
class?
Clayton didn't go,
Wait,
so
wait,
Kevin
wait,
just
wait. You took Kevin?
Dude, even community
Okay,
college.
so
was not
you're
allowed to
explaining
go
how
on
you
field
took him?
trips.
Yeah.
Okay, so he pretended to be.
Yeah,
Clayton.
sorry.
I was gonna say,
falling
wait.
apart.
I was like,
So
how'd
Kevin
you
did
take
not
that?
go to Carroll Community College.
Right, I was
obviously.
that's why I was confused how he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
into this field trip.
So Clayton couldn't make it for some reason,
So Kev pretended to be Clayton.
and the bus
Yes.
driver were doing like roll
Sick.
call.
It was sick.
And Kev's sitting there, and she's like, Clayton Pilkerton, and Kevin's just like, I'm like, dude.
And he
Clay-
just goes like, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. I mean,
So-
they're not IDing us or anything, but
No.
No,
No,
it was
he-
funny.
He
I was-
probably could have gotten on the bus and not said anything during roll call, and no
Yeah.
one would have noticed.
it was
that he
also
didn't say
like
anything.
really early too in the Carroll parking lot, and no, like the day before I was hanging out with him, and he literally was just like, "Oh man, I wish I could go to New York, but I don't go to Carroll." And I was like, "Dude, you could probably just come with us." And
Yeah.
he, from that moment on, he didn't think about anything else. He was like, "I'm going to New
Dude,
York City."
I got
He
Kevin.
was like locked in.
I got Kevin to the I think it was 2 concerts we did it at Merriweather. I worked there for a summer, and I realized that the people running the gate are just fucking high school kids like me making shit money, and so they had this really cool way to like work there because they needed people all the time. You went online, and they had their schedule of concerts, and you just picked the ones you could and could not work. So I went through the list, found everyone I wanted to go to, and said I couldn't work it. Then what I would do, I would show up in my work uniform, walk straight through the gate, and what I realized I could do is I'd wear like cargo pants and 2 T-shirts. So it was just a T-shirt and a hat that was basically your uniform. So I would take the work T-shirt off. I get into a bathroom, take the work T-shirt off, take the hat off,
This is so much
shove
work.
it
Sounds
into.
sick, though.
I would take there's like shoestring bags, drawstring
Yeah,
bags.
yeah.
I'd put one of
Gym
those in the
bags.
cargo pants, in full uniform, straight through the gate. I would go to the bathroom, take the shoestring bag out in a stall, and I'd put my hat and my overshirt in there, cinch it up, and then I'd go back to a different gate that I hadn't walked through. You're not allowed to leave Merriweather once you enter, but I knew that they would allow you to pass stuff out to someone outside. So I'd say, "Hey, can I give this bag to my friend to put in his car until the end of the concert?" And they'd say, "Yeah, sure." So I'd hand it to Kev. Kev would run away from the gate. He'd throw on the uniform, and then because they have 4
Damn,
gates to
fucking
Merriweather
genius.
too, and then he'd walk through another gate, and then he'd do the same thing.
That's
Go,
sick.
bam.
So how do we do that
I
now?
was about to say, do you still get
Someone has to.
Dude, I
someone
don't
has to
even-
work
I
in
don't- I don't
Merriweather.
remember what I was saying even about the New York City. Oh,
No, you were gonna tell the homeless
Vista
story.
print, dude.
Yeah.
We just print our own T-shirts.
That's what you do. You go there, take a picture of the staff shirt, and then
It
go on one of those
changes?
websites.
Does it
Yes,
change?
it changes. I went recently. I went to the Millennium concert a couple weeks ago, and they're actually kind of similar to what I had, but different.
Hold on, you went to what?
Millennium.
Millennium.
It's a-
DJ.
like a
Oh
DJ.
yeah.
They're pretty good. So we go. So we're in New York City the whole day, hanging out. We had a blast.
That's
It
so
was
cool.
fun.
You just snuck them on that bus.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
and
funny as
he
shit.
was
I mean, it's like a
like-
4-hour bus drive.
Dude, that is like the epitome of Kev to like do something sneaky like
Dude.
that to experience something awesome.
there was like a
he
few
would love
people
that
we
shit.
knew that like we weren't like there with, but there was a few people that were like, that's Kevin Denny. That's not Clayton Bookerton.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, what are you talking about? That's Clayton.
I was like,
dude."
and they were like, they didn't care. But we get up there,
That's
so
so
at
good.
the end of the day rolls around, and Kevin, we saw these guys in the corner, and they were like, "Yo, buy my album." And Kevin's like, "Oh, dude, for sure." He bought like 3 or 4 albums for like 10
I think I
apiece.
remember him having.
We get back, and I think like the next day or whatever, he like gave me one. He's like, "Dude, listen to it. We'll see if it's good." I remember I fucking put it in my CD player in my truck, and there wasn't a single music note on it. There was nothing. I
was
was
a
like,
blank
dude,
CD.
it was a blank CD.
The guy like,
got.
yo,
And I called Kevin. I was like, dude, do any of those CDs have anything on them? He's like, no. I was like, so we just bought a random fucking guy's for
Did it-
$40.
Did it at least like have like a cover art and make it look like you bought something that they put
Yeah,
effort
yeah.
into?
It said something. It was like written
Okay.
with a Sharpie.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
Kevin.
So it wasn't
No.
even like they put like an actual like graphic on it.
No,
Oh
no.
my god.
Dude, it could have been a piece of computer paper with like just dirt on it. And he'd
Yeah.
been like, "Look at this art I made." Kevin be like, "I got you. I'll buy them all."
Yeah, and I was like, Kev, why did you
Just,
fucking
like,
buy these,
supporting.
dude?
Dude, we also
That's like you said. That's another epitome of Kevin's story.
Yeah,
Like,
I was just
he's
like,
that's so.
dude, when we were there, we
That's so
saw either Zach or Cody from the show. Zach and
I think it
Cody.
was it was one of them. The
was one of
Sprouse,
them.
Dylan.
It's
Sprouse.
either Dylan or Cole, not Zach or Cody.
Whatever, dude.
Come on.
Well, that was their name in the show, right?
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah, it's Sprouse, right? That's the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
name.
So
We just walked by him, and I was
yeah,
like,
and Bruce literally he's walking by and he's like, "That's that fucking Zach kid from that show." And we're like, "No, it isn't." And he's like, "Yeah, it is."
It
And
definitely was.
We could just see the back of his head at that point, and we're like, "No chance." And like an hour goes by, and Danielle just went on to I think Danielle was there.
Instagram. Maybe Danielle was. I don't remember.
Yeah, and somebody went on Instagram.
No, I
and
think it
they-
was just the dudes, bro.
somebody went on Instagram and they found him in New York, and he's like in New York City, and it's literally like
It was
the
in
black shirt he's wearing.
Manhattan. We were in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, that's like when we were at Frank's bachelor party. We were at the Hard Rock Casino.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm walking through. There's like 3 bars in that place. It was stupid. It was
place
so hard
is
to get a drink in a
huge,
casino.
yeah.
It made no sense to me. But I'm walking past one of the bars that had like too many lines, so we were trying to find something else. And I'm like, doing this. I'm like, why the fuck do I recognize this motherfucker? It's a streamer I've watched tons on Twitch.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and I'm like,
It
by
was
the time
Dakota's, wasn't it?
it was Dakota's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
this
that's
guy.
sick.
He's a huge.
By the
streamer,
time
too.
I like realized it, like I said, I did like a quadruple take. I'm like just kept doing that.
Right.
So by the time I actually recognized and realized who it was, I'm like 35 feet past him. I know I'm actually good.
I'll take
I
that
said
from
no.
you.
Sorry.
I said,
Apologize.
Evan's like, I said no.
No, I was like, I'm sorry.
Dude, you
About
should have
that.
went up and been like, you ever heard of Warlock?
Well, dude, like I used to subscribe. Like I think I might
Yeah.
still have it auto subscribed. Honestly.
Dakota's used to say he still plays Fortnite. I think he was a good streamer. I
See,
like
but
Dakota.
like the difference between those two are, I don't even know that Dakota guy, and I would probably rather get a picture with him over Zach and Cody.
Oh yeah. there wasn't
And what's
no
funny
chance
too is
I
you're
was
probably
out.
more likely to with the Dakota guy, because that guy's like Zach or Cody is like legit like megastar. He'd probably be like,
Do you think he's like pissed we didn't like ask him to stop and take a
know.
picture?
You
no,
think he's
dude,
a
that probably gets
megastar?
so old.
I mean,
I mean, compared to a Twitch streamer,
True.
I don't
That's
know,
a good
dude.
question.
These Twitch, it's a
I was
little bit
gonna
like a
say.
select few, but
Maybe,
it depends.
I
I,
mean,
think that's more of an ego thing. If you've got that like type of ego, and like then you probably love it getting stopped in like public places to like get your picture taken.
Yeah,
Like
that-
I imagine Tom Cruise loves getting his picture taken with fans. He
And that
just types
kid's-
me as the guy that's so full
Right,
of
yeah,
himself
maybe.
as a celebrity that he'd be about
Yeah.
it.
that kid's been famous since
But then you got celebrities
Uh,
that like avoid the spotlight. That, like,
Big
don't
Daddy.
wanna-
He was in Big Daddy.
that was him.
Yeah.
Wait, which one was it?
Dude, I literally don't know who he passed.
They're
in person.
30. They're our age. That's crazy.
Really? They're
You know
30
who
years
was in
old?
Big Daddy? Probably both of them. You know why?
They do-
Because
they-
there are child labor laws in film, so they love getting twins so they can swap them out.
Like the Olsen twins?
Full House
Full
didn't
House
have
twins.
twins,
Yeah.
just one. But that's because they could only work certain hour days. So if you got identical twins,
Holy
you just swap
fuck.
them out and you can do a full shoot.
Hollywood.
I
baby.
didn't even think of that.
You sure know a lot about
Hollywood
child labor
manipulation of
laws.
child labor laws, dude.
I didn't even think about that. That's genius. We should just get kids to do our jobs for us all the fucking time.
straight
We
up
really
in.
should,
You get
dude.
twins?
Yeah.
I know you're
Yeah,
tired.
work
Your brother's
overtime.
gonna jump in tomorrow.
It's like, listen, I need you to make these fucking shoes.
Yeah,
as
look,
fast
no one
as
gives
you
a shit
can.
about your homework, okay? You're
Yeah.
in kindergarten. Homework
Tell
doesn't
Mrs.
matter.
Jones
Get back in the fucking
if she has a
coal
fucking
mine.
issue with it. But call me up.
You think
I'll
if you
throw
had a
this up.
twin like that, you would have some tomfoolery?
I would hate having a twin.
If I had an identical twin, I 100% would have like swapped like classes
That's what I'm
for
saying,
a
yeah.
day or something like that, and just
Yeah.
like done it like whatever.
Dude,
There'd be
that's
shit
that's
like that.
swapping close to. Remember we were at the Turtle in Towson the one time, and
was gonna say
Garrett.
that, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Garrett one time.
That was
He had
so
sweatpants
funny.
We were at
on.
the Turtle at Green Turtle. I don't know why you called it the Turtle, but
Yeah, I
Never
was
at Turtle in
Everyone
Towson.
calls it
Yeah,
the turtle.
the
dude.
turtle.
Everyone knows what the
oh,
turtle
okay,
is.
sorry. I'm guessing not.
Dude, you
in.
lived in Towson. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
only,
yeah.
It's only 15 minutes.
Well, I was
from
at the
Noblesbury.
Yeah, it's only
T.
15 minutes, dude.
Actually, the locals call it the T, not the Turtle
Do they
anymore.
call
they
it the
don't.
T?
Yeah.
No,
The
they
GT?
It's not
Yeah.
even the turtle anymore. It's
It's the
rooftop
GT.
It's
bar or
the
something
green.
like that now.
Oh,
It's
really?
the green.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
not
green
there
turtle in
anymore.
Towson anymore.
So it's a tortoise.
No, it's not there anymore.
The whole no.
It's a completely different company.
Are you guys joking?
No,
I
there's
don't
no
know.
green,
green turtle is
in
not
Towson.
there.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Oh, dude, I thought you meant the turtle in general. It's just
What?
like they're
I
not.
thought we were talking about a real turtle.
No, I thought you meant Green Turtle, like the company.
No, no, the
like
one
the
in Towson.
franchise.
The one in Towson's not there
Okay.
anymore.
I was
Damn,
like,
we just
holy-
really struggled through that part of
Yeah.
that conversation there.
I was like,
That was
wait
a very
second.
simple thing to communicate, and it,
Yeah.
it took too long.
John's like, so wait, turtles are going extinct? I'm confused.
No.
What were we even talking
Come
about
on.
before we mentioned? Oh, the getting into green turtle.
Yeah, so one time Garrett comes with Under Armour pants on, like Under Armour
basically
sweatpants.
sweatpants.
And I was like, dude, you can't wear them in a turtle because turtles thought they were like fucking bougie.
That makes no sense to me. It's
Yeah.
green
Yeah.
turtle and Towson.
Green
They're like,
turtle's
you have
dog
to
shit.
dress up
The
to dance on
floors
the
are
roof.
sticky.
Yeah.
Literally, dude. Yeah.
And so I had the same kind of mindset that Ev was saying with Meriwether, where I went into the bathroom.
It was almost identical situation.
Yeah, took my pants off in the stall.
Dude, you were like, don't leave me in
I
here.
hand
My
him over to
pants are
Bruce.
off.
Oh, I can see Bruce in the crack going like, and I'm like,
No,
dude,
I
is this
started
motherfucker's gonna take my
I
pants?
started messing with him. I go into the bathroom while he's in the big stall, and for some reason you didn't lock it, so I just opened the door, and there's other people peeing. You're standing there in your underwear, and we start having like a tug of war with the door. You're like, give me my fucking pants, and we're
Yeah.
trying to, like, and I'm
So-
cracking the fuck up.
So I give it to Bruce, and I'm like, go give it to Garrett. Fucking come back in
So
my
funny.
pants, or I'm gonna lose my mind. Because I'm thinking like I'm gonna have to run out, cover my face and my balls, like through the place in my underwear. And I was panicking, dude. And so Garrett goes out into the alley, puts on my pants, and like stuffs his
he put
sweatpants in his shirt.
his sweatpants, like you put your pants over his sweatpants, I think.
Yeah. So then he ran in, gave it to me. We have a great night. It was awesome. And as we're leaving, Garrett like walks up. He's obviously wearing his sweatpants at this point.
He walks
He
past
walks
the
up to the
bouncer
bouncer.
and
He's
he's
like, "Hey, you like my fucking pants?" And the guy's like, just get the fuck out of here, dude.
We couldn't even do anything. We were leaving at that point.
Yeah.
Like, it was
So was
funny
it
as
like
shit.
obvious you had like pants in your
No,
pants?
the guy was just being a dickhead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
there was-
it was an arbitrary reason to like not let someone in, which is kind of
That's
fucked up
kinda
because
how
we were in a
that
pretty
place
big
rolled,
group,
though.
and
Yeah.
like
It was at least like 10 of us.
That's
Yeah.
kind of how that place rolled. To be like a security guard, and he's just like, "Let me see your ID." It's like, dude, it's the fucking Green Turtle, man.
I hate when
well,
security-
an
It's not
ID,
like
an
we're going
ID
into
to
a
get into a
strip club.
bar is different than sweatpants.
Yeah, but it was pretty hardcore.
You need your ID to
It
get
was
into a
pretty
bar.
hardcore.
Oh,
It
is that
was
what you
very
said?
aggressive.
That they carded
The way he asked you for your ID was hardcore.
I just felt.
No, honestly, God,
I
will-
made it to 21, dude.
That's like a
thank you.
requirement to get into a bar
Yeah,
and
you
be
wanna
served
see my
alcohol is see your ID.
I see
No,
what,
but
I see what you're saying.
the
though.
way they used to do it, I get it. They get a lot of fake IDs, but when you're actually over 21 trying to get into a bar, it's like, fuck.
That's
Does
fair.
the
But
beard not do anything?
as a
I've
compliment to
never
you,
really thought
as a
about it,
compliment to you,
honestly.
you're young looking. Like
Yo, thanks,
I don't
dude.
like you don't look
31.
I don't think you look
31 going on 21, bro.
If you were to say I'm 24, 25, I'd absolutely believe it.
Yeah, but the problem is that he's
just
over
compliment you.
21, so it doesn't even matter. I mean, regardless, you're right. It's a rule.
But my point, yeah.
I know what you mean though. Like if you walk up and you're like, "How you doing, man?" And he's like, "ID," like looking at you like a dickhead already.
Bending it and
My
shit,
point is,
like-
if you looked at all of us here, I think you're the most likely one to get carded like most often.
right.
I think you have like just the youngest look.
I just
Well,
think there's
also-
a way of doing things. That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And it's
youthful.
No,
You're
I play
youthful.
by the rules, but like,
you're youthful.
You're a youthful soul.
I'm just here to
Speaking of
drink
getting
your beer
kicked
and
out of
give you money.
bars and like as a group, well, not really as a group, but after your wedding in Frederick,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
you were just obviously blitzed, which you're absolutely right to be. No
Yeah,
one's
no, I
judging.
shouldn't be drunk on my wedding night. You're right.
Yeah,
Definitely
absolutely not. Never. Also, side note, I was so starving that night, and there was only one place open serving food, and I got the worst slice of pizza I've ever eaten in my life, and it cost me like
Yeah, yeah.
$2.75.
Yeah.
But back to the story. We were at, I forget the bar's name. Everyone, literally like straight after like the actual like reception, like the majority of people go to this one bar. Forget what it was called. But Sather's
It's a Brewer's Alley.
somewhere.
Yeah, it's Brewers
It was
Alley.
a Brewers Alley?
Yeah, That's
Okay.
my jam. I love that place.
So Sather's drunk as shit, and I forget exactly what started the altercation with the bouncer.
I know what it was.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. So
I just want to hear what started it, and then I'll continue what I
They're
remember.
probably taking our trash.
yeah, so
Maybe.
I went in, and right when I walk in, it was like a press conference, and people were just had
Everyone wanted
shots
to take
up.
pictures with him and take
No,
shots.
not even. Yeah, mostly shots, but it was like at least a dozen shots, like right in our face.
Yeah, everyone's buying drinks.
I mean, we're just like,
remember that.
whoop, 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 just like ripping them. And then I went in the bathroom and I like put my hands in the sink and was just like, and like gather myself. And when I came out, I was probably in there for like maybe 8 minutes. And I come out and the bouncer's like, "Get the fuck out of here." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Exactly what I mean by
In the
shithead
bathroom,
bouncers.
you said that?
No, right outside. And I was like,
Oh.
"What do you mean?" And Danny was watching and he was like, "You were just in the bathroom for really long. I think he thought I was doing like coke or something." And I was just shit faced. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I went out in the alley. I'm
Doesn't
walking
take
back
8
and
minutes
forth.
to do coke, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I'm
You just
walking.
be like, I was shitting.
So I'm walking like up and down the alley, and Danny's explaining to him like, "Dude,
Yeah, so me
the
and-
whole wedding went
Me
here."
and Danny basically like corner this bouncer, and we're like, "Look, man, I don't know what happened. Like, I came in a little late, didn't see that, but I
Yeah.
remember I see Danny like arguing with this guy, and I thought like Danny was getting kicked out or something. So I'm like, what's going on? And like Danny's like, dude, he's kicking Sather out, and I'm like, my guy, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, and I forget what he told me, but I'm like, we're just like, dude, listen, man, don't want to like put a threat necessarily out there, but see how full this fucking bar is right now? 60, 70, probably more percentage of the people in this bar are this man's wedding party. If he leaves, we are all leaving too. Like every single one of us. Like there's like this like because we just got here. Like it's not like this is hours later and some people will be like, okay, well we'll just kind of start drifting away. Like this is the night's still going and it just started on downtown Frederick and I'm like so like if you kick him out, your bar loses a lot of fucking business. Now I know you don't necessarily care about that, but I'm just asking
Like,
you.
ask the bartender,
I'm asking
it's
you
like,
to.
yo.
Yeah, I'm asking you to just reevaluate for a second and decide if you still want to do this. And he's like, all right, he can stay. He's just got to be chill or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So like we go. So we say something like, Sather, come on, you're good. And like I gotta stand up and do this. Sather literally walks past the guy like to go in. He's like, and just like
You gave him a suck it, dude?
No, I told him to suck my dick, but I think he
I think you did say you either said
I think
suck
he was
my
being nice because it was on the pod, and I respect that. But
you just said suck my dick and basically did some
Yeah.
gesture towards there, and the guy goes, "Okay, you're done." I did this as soon as I saw him do it. I was thinking that to myself.
God
oh,
damn.
I mean,
I-
there was nobody home.
I
that whole
vaguely
time.
remember
Absolutely.
leaving there, and for some reason, that was when you and me switched suit jackets.
I don't remember that.
And I was stressed the fuck out the next day because we had to return our suits, and it was like $300 if I didn't have.
Oh,
the
as long
jacket.
as because
And
I
I'm
guess they
like,
were different.
Why
probably.
is this
Yeah.
suit jacket so big? And I had like the different corsage, and I realized it was yours. And then I called you, and you had mine for some reason. So I don't know.
I returned
that
my
was
suit in
very
like a
stressful.
crumpled up mess at the bottom.
And then
of
we
my
went.
yeah.
Then we went to that little Irish bar across the street. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, what did
And we were trying to skateboard. I just remember laying in the middle of the street
tried
after
to
trying to do a
skateboard?
kickflip, and I couldn't get back up.
Yeah, I remember.
skateboarding.
Huh?
I don't
remember
know.
you
That was a
skateboarding.
blur after that.
I remember I probably left shortly
Also,
after we got kicked
was
out.
it
I
just
got
me,
that
or was
pizza.
that bus ride way too long to get 15 minutes away?
I don't remember at all.
It
to
was
be
like an
honest with you.
hour and a half. I swear.
I was so drunk after the reception, dude.
Yeah.
I threw up shortly after dinner, but I was like, I'm in the party.
puking rally,
I
baby.
boot and rallied so hard.
Yeah.
I went up to the like drink station and like you obviously could order a drink or they just had like cups of water and pitchers. I found a half full pitcher. I chugged basically the whole pitcher
Of water?
of water.
Of water.
This woman is just staring at me and I go, "Thank you." And I walked
Thank you.
I walked outside because I knew I was about to throw up. So I'm like, I'm gonna lubricate everything.
Yeah,
like,
you
make
gotta do
better.
it, you gotta do
So
it.
I chug as much water as I could fit, walk outside, pull trig, and like clean everything out. And then I was just like,
Felt way better,
Going
dude.
back-
I
I'm
didn't
going back
drink.
in.
I didn't drink that much like during the reception because I was like nervous. I had to give the speech, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, don't fuck this up." And then after I got drunk, but like I was too nervous to like drink during the actual
I
reception.
kind of like got like so I was like not drunk, but I was like so nervous for like Christian's best man speech. I kind of like blacked out through it. I like really
Yeah.
don't remember.
Oh,
Getting
when I got up there, I just started going. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm really saying.
Well,
but-
I think you like freeballed yours, right? Or like just
I had like bullet points that I knew what I wanted to talk about, but I
Yeah.
didn't have it like literally written down.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
tough. I couldn't do that. I have to go up a piece of paper or something. I would go up there and be like,
See, if
I
I
forgot why I'm here.
I would say
Yeah.
I think I'd sound too unnatural if I had it like pre-written.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
that's
know if
what I
I'd
was
be
scared
able to
of,
make
too.
it sound
And like
conversational.
Chris is my best friend. I've known him for a
Right.
very long time.
So I didn't want to. I thought it'd be better to just freeball it than to sound like that.
Right.
But whatever.
Well, there's wedding talk for you.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I gotta get that fucking hotel figured out for Jack and Jackie's.
What are we at there? You see that? M, the Magic Man.
Magic
And
Mike.
Magic Man.
101.
101.
It's a good
Yo,
point
dang.
to call it,
I would
boys.
flew
snipe
by.
that
Made
shit.
We just cruised through an hour.
I know.
All
All right.
right.
Well, joke's on you. I wasn't recording, so let's get
I
another
would be.
one.
I would actually kick you out of my fucking house.
You're not allowed.
I'd be mad at two people now because there's two of you in charge of this shit.
Yeah, we got the.
Well, boys, good podcast.
That's a good pod. We're
Great.
back.
I'm glad you guys are back home safely.
Happy
Yeah.
hump day.
Happy birthday, dude.
Yo, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Cheers, cheers.
Thank you. Cheers, cheers.
Happy birthday.
That's potential spam.
Cheers, Cameron.
That's
man.
potential
See you next
spam.
week.
We're out.
See you next week.